Okay, what are you always writing in there?
There's a lot that people don't know about me that I want them to know. People can take everything away from you, but they can never take away your truth. But the question is, can you handle it?
Hi everybody, it's Daniel, Prince Crybaby, and welcome to the kingdom. As some of you might know, if you were here for the part 1 of this video, some of you might not, I made a book compiling all of the writings that I could find by Britney Spears herself. So this is a book of her reflections on her life at different times in her career and her life. It was an incredible process to work on this because it also helped me as a fan to better understand Britney the person instead of Britney the media persona that we see through, you know, the lens of YouTube and all of that. And as we know now, Britney Spears has her very own official book coming out in October this year. It's called The Woman in Me, and it's gonna be about 300 pages long, and I'm very excited to read that because finally we'll get a glimpse into Britney Spears' life as a person right now and what she thinks, her reflections on her past, on her incredible career, and on her just incredible life as a human being. I think she's been through so much, she has so much to share, and also hopefully will, you know, allow us to solve some of the mysteries, answer some of the questions that we've been having for years now, you know. So, but in the meantime, while we're waiting for the book, I thought it would be fun for us, the fans, to celebrate Britney Spears a little more by maybe going through what we have right now. And once again, there's a disclaimer I probably should make that everything that's in this book has been officially published before or posted on the internet. So I haven't like stolen anything from anybody, and I'm just reading out loud, and I made this for my personal use only. But if I see good engagement, I might be willing to share the PDF with you guys, because why not? Share, spread the love, you know. So in my last video I talked about the school essays that I found written by Britney, and in this one I actually wanted to talk about the letters that Britney wrote in 1998 to her first boyfriend, Reg Jones. Okay? 1998. 1998 was the year when 16-year-old Britney knew her first success. Oh, these introductions were also written by me, just, you know. Her debut single, Baby One More Time, became #1 across the globe, and hers was suddenly the name on everyone's lips. But before the world was introduced to the innocent girl with pigtails dancing in her school uniform, there was Britney the teenager, who was just only truly exposed to the bright world of show business. The little town Britney got to travel abroad for the first time to Sweden to record her album, and along with putting her heart and soul into work, she was trying to manage her relationship with her boyfriend at the time, Reg Jones, a guy who would end up not catching up with Britney's busy lifestyle and big dreams eventually. The letters written by Britney to Reg and his mom were sold at an auction in the late 2010s by Reg himself. April 1998. Hey baby, I'm missing you lots, but too busy to talk to you as much as I want to. I hope you're doing good in school and trying hard for me. Tell your family I said hey. I love you so much. Love, Britney. May 1998. Dear Reg, I'm sitting ready to go to Sweden and I'm really excited. I just wish you could come with me. That would be great. I'm sorry about the trip to Singapore. I really wanted you to go with me. I'll think about you when I'm there. I hope you do the same. I know it gets hard when we are apart, at least it does for me. But I just think about the future and know I have something great to look forward to. It keeps me going. Tell your family I miss them very much and I can't wait to see them again. Be careful, and please don't get hurt while I'm gone. I think I would seriously die. Please don't forget about me. I love you so much and miss you terribly. And forever in my heart, sweet, huh? Love, Brit. P.S. Be good. August 3rd, 1998. Reg, hey, this is my second letter to write you, and you've been mean today, and you haven't wrote me back. I'm still writing you this note. I am so sweet to you. What was wrong with you at lunch? You were mean. You didn't wait for me or anything. Why did you ask me what you were doing in speech, like you were doing something? I don't trust you, especially after what you said last night. My mom was almost right. You're like a caring friend, but f***s me whenever you like. I use you too, though. Huh. I'm just playing. Remember, no matter what, I'll always care about you, you asshole. Britney. Okay, you draw your own conclusions from this one. Next one is a thank you note that comes from the Baby One More Time booklet. And as I think every Britney fan would know, or just a music fan in general, at the end of every album, normally an artist would write a letter, a note to thank all the people that worked on the album, and also maybe thank the fans that, you know, made it possible and all of that. So yeah, it doesn't give like a great insight, and there's a lot of names that I'm just gonna skip, but it also gives you like those small things, and later in Britney's career you'll see how these are also important to us. Special thanks. First, I want to thank God for the blessing of song, and my wonderful family for their love and support. Larry Rudolph, the great entertainment lawyer who believed in me from the start. Jeff Fenster, for signing me and giving me the chance to realize my dream. To blah 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 blah, like there's 1,000 names here. And all the folks at Jive Records and Zomba music publishers who work so very hard for me. Eric Foster White and his wife Karen, thanks for everything. Also to Mikey Bassi, thanks for the pop in Soda Pop. Max Martin and the crew in Sweden, y'all are excellent. To Dennis Pop, your memory lives on in the beautiful music you wrote for me. Thank you. Reg and the gang back home, miss ya lots. Last but not least, my Fifi. Sister has still got it. Okay, so Fifi's Felicia Culotta, which is Britney's longtime assistant, who they're currently beefing with, it seems, but she's also a very special person for a lot of fans, for being such a significant part of Britney's life and career for a very long time. So, and the last one from 1998 is a thank you note for Bert Padell. Sorry. This handwritten thank you note was written by Britney to her business manager, Bert Padell, and was sold off an auction in 2014. It was probably written around 1998, 1999. Probably 98 before the album came out. You'll see why. I want to write you a little note to thank you for everything you've done for me. I remember the first time I came to your office and you told me I was going to be a star. Thanks for believing in me. Love, Britney. Okay, and then we move on to 1999. There's not a lot of letters from this year that I could find, but it's still back to the same handwritten letters that Britney wrote to her boyfriend Reg. This year will put an end to Britney's first serious relationship. All at once, life will get too busy, too fast-paced, and in a whirlwind, Britney will become one of the biggest names in the world. There was barely any time for boyfriends for her at the time, and as we can guess from some of these letters, Reg didn't accept or support her career choice, which led to a lot of fighting and the eventual split up between the two. In the meantime, Britney was busy touring, promoting her first album, working on the second one, and barely having any time left to herself. March 30th, 1999. Letter to Reg Jones's mom, Mae Austin. Dear Mrs. ... I hope all of you are doing well. I hope Emmy Lou is better. She looked almost as bad as I've been with my knee. I miss those lazy days of hanging out with y'all. My life has been a whirlwind lately. I don't ordinarily forget to write thank yous. I want to thank you very, very much for the wonderful bracelet. I wear it all the time. Please keep in touch. Tell Reg I said hello. Brit. July 20th, 1999. Dear Reg, what's up? Well, I hope you like the pics. Some of them are pretty rad. Oh well, they made me laugh. As the night went on, the pictures got worse. They all turned out panoramic, so I had to cut them. So, when are you going to come to Hotlanta? I'm just kidding. Atlanta is roaring, but I still want you to come visit. I'm sure we could find some kind of trouble to get into. I'll let you go. I had so much fun with you Saturday night. I wish we could have met sooner. Anyway, keep in touch, Brit. And the final letter for 1999 is the breakup letter. The breakup letter was probably the last one written from Britney to Reg, which would make sense, right? I'm guessing here. There's no date on this one. However, the date of this letter is unclear. It's also possible it was written at the very end of 1998. Some of the websites, some of the sources claim that Britney broke up with Reg at the end of 98. It could also be so, and then if they remained friends for a while, they could still have been in touch in 1999. But I don't think that's exactly the case, considering the previous message where she's inviting him to come to Hotlanta and have fun. But again, I'm not sure. We haven't been there. Anyway, the letter goes. Reg, look, I'm really sorry that it had to be this way, but I think we both knew this was coming. I mean, I tried to tell you the way I felt in New York, which was really bad timing with your dad coming up and all, but I knew if I were you, I wouldn't want to know if you didn't love me anymore. I've been feeling this way for a long time now, but I was just scared of what would happen if I let you know. I knew I told you everything was fine before you left, and that I loved you again. But that was just to save us from arguing, because when I told you how I felt in New York, you just denied what I was saying and said, give you another chance. Right now I don't have time for a boyfriend. When I do see you, we argue. You say everybody argues like Brian and Blaze. Well, I don't want that. I know it's really hard to have a girlfriend who travels, but it's even harder to have a boyfriend who doesn't have trust in his girlfriend. You literally pushed me away. I couldn't take anymore. I'm not in love with you anymore, but I will always love you and care about you. I've had a great 2 years with you, and will think about you daily. This is hard for me too, you know. I wish nothing but the best for you. Who knows, 2 years from now, or even 10, we might get back together. And if it's meant to be. But right now, you need to let me go. Tell your family I said hello and miss them terribly. Love, Britney. So that's how the first ever love affair ended for Britney, the love story. It seems like for a while it was very serious between her and Reg, and it also, I guess, easy to see how she was maybe pulled away from him because, you know, it's like the Taylor Swift Midnight Rain song that goes, he only thinks of me when I'm on TV, and I only think of him on midnights like this. So I guess it's one of those kind of stories when, you know, one person drifts away to a bigger city, to a bigger life, and the other one just stays wherever they are and moves on with whatever they are at the time. So yeah, the pressure though, can you imagine the pressure Britney Spears was in, and how it all went from, you know, she had those few years of being a teenager, you know, once she finished her Mickey Mouse Club and went back home. But she got to be a teenager for a few years, and then all of a sudden this was all taken away forever, and the superstardom that she was thrown into at this young age, it's crazy. Again, we all enjoyed it at the time, but now seeing the consequences of that. Anyway, these were the letters from Britney Spears from 1998 and 1999. Let me know in the comments below what you think about them, and how was your first love? Have you ever experienced something like this in your life? Because I feel like I might have, but that might be a story for another time. Okay, anyway, have a good one. It was Daniel, Prince Crybaby. Thumbs up and subscribe, because there's gonna be part 3, 4, 5, and 600 more of these to come up soon, because there's still like 500 pages to go for us. Bye!